Hey, what's going on, my little town chums? Listen, how y'all doing? If you are Amber Rose, one of my favorite Libras, baby, you are doing a press tour for your new album. Everybody get your MFHOE on, right? Listen, I don't care what y'all say. That's the song of the summer. But she literally has been going on a press tour. Now, a lot of people are making a big deal out of the fact of she said she saw Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's divorce coming. Listen, I listened to that whole podcast with his Tricky and Amber Rose. It's a really good podcast. Go ahead and listen to it. But I'm going to tell y'all, she didn't go into too much detail. She literally did say she shaded Kanye, said she saw the divorce coming, said she don't got no problem with Kim, but she knew the divorce was coming. And also, she did say, but you know what? Me and Kanye got our own beef. So you know what? I'm not going to speak too much on that. She really didn't say that much. She just said, I don't like him. I can see it last. And she said, Kim looks happy with Pete, basically saying, but the problem ain't me. But y'all, what did get my attention and what I did want y'all to hear is this other podcast that Amber Rose was on saying that she literally put Nicki on Monster. Kanye ain't want her on Monster. And you guys, this is a little bit more insight into what's going on with the Nicki Minaj and Kanye West beef, which makes me think, did Kanye ever really like Nicki? And is, like Amber Rose saying, he was intimidated by her talent. Y'all, let's get into this. We're also going to throw back to that time when Amber Rose, Wiz Khalifa, Kim, and Kanye all started beefing online and what happened with that. Y'all, now that Amber Rose talking, you know what? Let's get into the interview. Hit that like button, subscribe. Come on, y'all. It's YouTube. Let's get into this interview. Then meet me after the jump so we can actually discuss what's going on.
A&R'd a bunch of amazing projects.
You've A&R'd a bunch of projects?
Oh, yeah.
Like, give me an example. Like, what have you A&R'd?
All my boyfriends. All of them.
You've A&R'd for all of your boyfriends?
All of them.
You've A&R'd for Ye?
Absolutely.
You've A&R'd for
I put
Wiz?
Nicki on Monster.
You could just stop there. You can stop there, right?
I put Nicki on Monster. He didn't know who Nicki was back then. I had Nicki pull up to the studio and I put her on Monster.
Because you guys were, I think me, you, and you guys were super close at that particular time, right?
Right, but she was still coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And I saw her in the studio and I said, oh my God, this bitch is fucking talented as hell. And then I went back to Kanye and I was like, you need to get this girl Nicki on Monster. And he was like, who? What? No, I'm not. No. Mm-mm. And I said, just let her pull up. What's it gonna hurt?
She did a thing.
So he didn't listen to anything that she had done. She just pulled up and like with that verse.
Well, she pulled up and we all had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
She heard the song and then she came back the next day with the verse.
And he almost wanted to take the verse off.
Because it was too good.
It was too good.
Slid on that bitch.
Yeah, he told me that the same day. He's
you-
like, how the fuck did you bring in a bitch that killed me on my own song?
Now listen, what are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments, but I do want to say this. I believe Amber Rose, you can say a lot about her. I actually like Amber Rose, but she does not lie. Honestly, she does not lie. And a lot of people doubted that Kanye knew who Nicki was. I think at the end of the day, Kanye and Geminis are always in their own creative world. I find it 100% believable that Kanye's in his creative bubble and Nicki was on the come up and he didn't know who she was. I know she had a few hits on the radio, maybe, but she was on the come up. She was not the Nicki Minaj she is today. So I find it believable that she wouldn't be on Kanye's radar at all. Now, what do y'all think about the fact that even now, Kanye didn't let New Body come out? Kanye unfollowed Nicki. Nicki was like, yo, let's do a partnership with Yeezy or like whatever. Kanye ain't want to do that. Does Kanye just not like Nicki? And if he doesn't, it's his prerogative, right? Just like Nicki cannot like who she was, but it does add an extra layer onto this whole thing of Kanye unfollowing Nicki and genuinely seeing that support. It doesn't mean anything, but it's just another layer. But I do want to bring up, I thought it was interesting that when it talked about Kim and Kanye getting divorced, Amber Rose shaded Kanye, but she really didn't say too much. And I remember when they went to war in 2016 over Instagram. You guys remember this? And if you don't, you know I got the receipts. Let's get into it. Okay, but before we do, I got to give you the background, right? Kanye for whatever reason, started shading, not even shading, just flat out being ignorant and mean and rude to Amber Rose, talking about he had to take like 8 showers before he could ever even get in bed with Kim and let her touch Kim, and basically calling Amber Rose a dirty this, that, all the other, which I thought was weird because at that time, you guys don't remember, but at that time, Kim Kardashian wasn't the Kim Kardashian we know now, right? She literally was known for having a tape, and a lot of people, sorry, let me just shut my window. I don't want my neighbors to be like, what you talking about? A lot of people were like, yo, like, you're literally with somebody that has that tape, this and that, blah, 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 blah. You got a lot of nerve saying you had to take 11 showers with Kim when, honestly, there were a lot of rumors going around at the same time about Kim and the people she been with and how many beds she's hopped out of. Now, I'm not saying any of these rumors were true, but it's kind of like pot, meat, kettle, right? Now, Kim did get bigger. She rebranded herself. I do find it interesting, and let me know what y'all think. The people still refer to Amber Rose as a former stripper, but they refer to Kim Kardashian as a businesswoman. And again, don't get me wrong. Nobody's past should define them. And you do with what you do with your body and with your time what you want. But now that Amber Rose is trying to like move past a part of her life that she says no longer defines her, why won't anybody let her do that? But Kim's free to do that. I just thought that was interesting. But let's go back to 2016. I always thought that Amber Rose and Kanye was kind of like the ones that got away. And lo and behold, and let me just hear me out. I always thought Amber Rose was the type of woman that Kanye needed. Amber Rose isn't just a creative muse. She doesn't sit there and be quiet. I would argue that Kanye's music was some of the best at that time. His style, his cultural influences, everything. Because not only was Amber Rose a muse, not only was she a muse, but she had her own creative vision that mainstream media liked. Mainstream media wanted. Now, she did it as Kanye West through a vessel. Just hear me out. She didn't make Kanye great, but she added to his greatness. You know, it's nice when somebody's creative has someone just as cool as creative to bounce ideas off of. I kind of think that's where Kanye went left with Kim. Because don't get me wrong, Kanye, Yeezy, all that, delivering dope stuff. But could you imagine if he had had a partner with him that actually contributed to his creativity, bought him more of the culture, and helped him his vision be even greater? Anyway, let's get into this gossip nostalgia. Now, Kanye, for whatever reason, tweeted that Wiz was stuck with Amber Sebastian until he reaches adulthood. He said, 4th, you let a stripper trap you. 5th, I know you mad every time you look at your child that this girl you got you for 18 years. 6th, don't never come out the side of my neck at me. Now, this was in response to Wiz tweeting something about KK. But get this. Wiz Khalifa then tweeted, KK is a weed, fool. Reasons why you're not wavy. Go back to Swish. Okay, again, he tweeted something about KK. It was a weed strain. You know that Wiz got weed strain money. You know that boy was down with legalization before it was legal. But Kanye flipped out and was like, oh my God, don't you ever talk about KK in your life. If y'all remember back then, Kanye was like a pit bull on a warpath to make made sure everybody bowed down to Kim. And now look at that monster he created, baby. Okay, so then I remember thinking, oh my God, Amber Rose is gonna go crazy because you're talking about her son. And she did. Amber Rose said, Kanye West, you mad I'm not around to play with your something anymore, your booty anymore. She said fingers in the AB. Yo, she was not playing with him. And I remember that because the internet went, what? That was a collective scream. And guess what? Kanye started deleting all his tweets. And Amber Rose said, lol, Kanye West, now you want to delete your tweets because mother has a rise? She said Twitter fingers. And she said, you're getting bodied by a stripper because she kept calling her a stripper. To which I said, I remember pulling out my popcorn and say, yo, a Libra and a Gemini about to go to war. Let's see the way this one ended. But it wasn't over. She also shared this. She said, people make mistakes in life. Trust me, I have. But when you bully other people and you're not perfect, it's so effed up. I own up to every piece of my life. And good for her, because who are we Listen, here's my whole thing. No one should be disgraded for their past. But if we're gonna prop Kim up as a businesswoman, you don't got no right ever to disrespect anything Amber Rose has done in her life. And this is not on Amber, this is on anybody and their past, period. And then she tweeted this, which I thought was so interesting. She said, "This is my moment to let the world know who you really are and the things you've done to me." And I said, what? Ooh, this is getting serious. Mama, dish. Mama Rose is here. Yes, you better read the girls. And then just that quick, Kim posted this on her Instagram the next day. She said, "Tea, anyone?" And I said, first thoughts, Amber Rose ate Kim the F up in this photo shoot. Don't get me wrong, Kim looks really beautiful, except for those straight backs she like calling Bo Derek braids because she couldn't give any black people credit for appropriating their culture. But Amber also put this photo on her Instagram, basically letting us all know the beef was over. And I remember thinking, oh man, I thought you was going to spill some real tea because you know she knows where the bodies are buried. Listen, all I can say is I'm grateful that Amber Rose is doing this press conference, and I actually want to hear some more of what she got to say. Somebody get Amber on their podcast so they can really get to the bottom of this, because I would actually like to know what was going on during 2016. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this little gossip throwback, and let me know what you think in the comments, because something tells me Amber, check her out on Spotify. She has new music. I love it. But something tells me that she has a little bit more to say, and I want to hear it. That's right. All right, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.